In this video, we are going to integrate an AI handler into the Slack blueprint. First of all, let's get into the diagram to understand how it will work. A user sends us a DM or mentions us. This results in hitting the workspace. An event arrives over a WebSocket via the socket mode handler. In our main.py, the Slack bolt handlers receives the event and calls say reply. Now, when it calls the say reply, before that, we clean the text, remove bot mention markup from the message body, and we call the generate AI reply to return us an answer string using an AI model, either a small language model or a large language model. And we also have our .env for the OpenAI key and model, and we also define the OpenAI API or OpenAI compatible local server like LM Studio, Llama, or any other. Now, once the AI generates its response, we then use Bolt to post back the generated text back to Slack. So the user sees the answer in the channel or the DM depending on where the event came from. In a channel, when someone mentions the bot, Slack does not send what you type on the screen. It hides that bot's user ID in the message, that little angel bracket or so-called Unicode characters or markdown before the real question. So we run a two-step cleanup. The bot user ID reads the request and figures out the ID of our bot. The cleans app mention text pulls out the relevant mention out of the text and remove whatever is not necessary. So we only send the actual question to the AI and not markups. Direct messages are different. There is no mention in the text, so the DM handler skips this entirely and passes the messages straight through to the AI handler. Lowercase OpenAI is the package. We use it for API error. Capital OpenAI is the client we built once, while responses.create is the actual API call. We have three different constants: the default model, the maximum output token, and the system prompt. System prompt directs how the bot behaves. Now we also have three helpers. One is underscore env, which reads the .env. Then we have underscore get OpenAI client, which will build the OpenAI client on the first question and then cache it. Then we have runtime errors. So if any key is missing, we get some errors and the app does not break. Then we have underscore trim for Slack. This makes sure every reply is not empty and fits the Slack character limits. Now we have our full function generate AI reply. This is the only function where the main will import it. An empty message means early return. Otherwise, get client, pickup model, call response.create API with our system prompt and user text. Then trim for Slack so it fits the character limit size of Slack, and also if the reply is not empty. Always return a string to Slack, never a traceback, missing key, API error, or something else. Friendly message in channel, details in the terminal. So now let's test it out and see how it behaves. I have already set the .env. You can set it according to your needs. Now let's start with python main.py to actually start the session using WebSocket. Now let's go to our Slack channel in which the application is already added, and let's ask what is Slack used for and mention the bot in the channel. Now it takes some time to reply back, but as you can see, it is passing those angel bracket along with the mention, which is irrelevant. And now we got a response back as we are using a small model from OpenAI, so the response is fast. Now this is the example of testing in channel. Now let's do a direct DM and see how it replies to us. This time I'm going to ask what are some things you can help me with. Now, as it has a very general system instruction, so it is going to answer like I can help you with email, drafting, summarizing, or those generative AI tasks. So as you can see, I got a response back. Now, this is the simplest blueprint you can use to integrate generative AI into your system. Thank you for watching.